Welcome to my stamping studio. This is Mary Fish with Stampin' Pretty. I am going to talk to you today about my favorite things to order from the Holiday Mini Catalog, at least this round. I can always be inspired by other things. There's still a few things that I'm thinking about, but these are the things that went on my Stampin' Up! Pre-order, and you're getting a sneak peek. You're also getting a sneak peek of this catalog cover, as well as a bundle I just had to have, and we'll talk about that shortly. If you need a catalog, there are details in the description for you on how you can get one for yourself. And if you are a customer of mine in the last year, I am confident you have a catalog coming, but you're welcome to email me just to make sure. So one of the things I love about our catalogs and Stampin' Up! Is color coordination. And we do that with our suites. So this is a suite that allows you to do everything you need with a bunch of products, and everything works beautifully together. This is called the Seasons of Elegance suite. I have to peek because I don't even know the names of all of these things. It's a mega suite, so there's 2 amazing bundles as well as some coordinating products. I'm going to talk a little bit about each one. This was my very first choice of the 2 bundles, Peaceful Season and the dies. And what I love about Peaceful Season is it has some great sentiments for both inside cards as well as outside. And this particular Christmas image is going to work with this die, or you can work without it as well. And this is the background outline. So you can do this beautiful layered look for the word Christmas. And then the other really cool highlight are all of these label dies. And even more amazing are these that have built-in options for ribbon. The samples in the catalog are amazing, and the ribbon that you can work with, along with others, but the one that comes with the suite, this is just stunning. It has gold edging. I think it's cherry cobbler. Let me see if it has the color on here for you. If it's right in front of me, I'm not seeing it, but it looks like it's cherry cobbler or one of our deeper reds. But I love that gold edging, and it's on both sides. Can you see that shine? It's on both sides. So when you tie a bow, you're not trying to futz with it and get the pretty side up. I think we've all been there, done that. And then, since I wanted some trees, and we've got some really great bundles with trees, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get the trees that work with this mega suite, because everything is just going to coordinate so beautifully. So this is part of the Season of Elegance suite as well. It's called the Peaceful Evergreens bundle. And you get these images. I love how it kind of has the shading worked out for you, as well as some other options. And then you can just literally die cut them with these beautiful custom, I guess, to the image trees. Again, this is called the Peaceful Evergreens dies. And then it gets even better. So this is one of our fantastic 3D embossing folders. Obviously, it coordinates with the images I just showed you of the trees. It's going to give a deep, beautiful image. I can so see this with very vanilla or white on white. Or of course, you can always do colors. I've also been lately loving using our daubers to add color to raised images, but this will give you a deep and really beautiful impression. The paper is stunning. If there's one thing you want to get from this particular suite, it's this gorgeous gilded paper. You can see it works with multiple greens, beiges, and ivories. This may be my favorite because I don't think we've really done something quite like that before. Obviously the reds, and then we evolve. Here's another set of green. I was looking to see if that was trees, but it's not. It's just another look. And then here it evolves into the blues. It's just a little bit slightly different. It almost looks like trees to me in the other colors. So again, I'm hoping you can see that gorgeous shimmer and shine of this. It's called the Seasons of Elegance DSP. Well, that makes total sense. I love that they now have made it a little easier for us to give you the names of things. And last but not least, that also goes with the suite, these are called the Gold Textures Adhesive Backed Dots. I love a little ribbon, I love a few dots, so these will definitely get some love from me. Then I want to move into a suite for fall called the Splendid Autumn Suite. I'm going to bring in all of the coordinating products. So we're going to start with this bundle, the Autumn Expressions Bundle. I fell in love with the samples as well as these sentiments. I just think they are must-haves, as well as just some of the other simple fall options. These are also great for Thanksgiving if you want to do cards for gratitude, but I mean, they are really, really stunning. And they coordinate with something I have not seen before, and this is a little die that becomes a locket. Here's the chain, it will close. This is the little hinge that once it's closed would slide through here. Think about the possibilities. You could just use this individually to crop out a label. You could also close it and use both pieces and put a photo, a family or a child or a special sentiment, a handwritten note. I love that feature of it. And then of course this coordinates with the wheat. This coordinates I think with the leaf, and then this one coordinates with this little tree stump. And then honestly, it only gets better. This paper is luscious. We have done similar things for other seasons, but this is fall. I mean, really, really beautiful. I tend to really focus on designer series paper. I think Stampin' Up! Does it better than anybody out there. I love the coordination. I love the simplicity because you can really take a beautiful pattern, and I'll keep trying to show you these. There's just so many. I probably won't get to all of them. You can take a beautiful pattern like that, add a simple sentiment, maybe a little bit of ribbon and a few dots, and call it a day. This is one of my favorites. So gorgeous for transitioning into fall. Really, I mean, so artful, so beautiful, so many patterns and possibilities. So you have all that yummy paper, and then to coordinate with it is this really pretty lip ribbon. I'm gonna have to look, and I'm gonna have to cheat. I think it's wild wheat. I never can find it on here. I think it's wild wheat. It's one of our more kind of gold. I don't think you have to limit yourself to wild wheat. You could certainly use it as gold, but I think it's wild wheat. And then you've got these adorable, they're called faux glass dots. So they have almost this frosted feel to them. Really rich, really plush. I would have to say they are my favorite of all of the new embellishments. Let me see what these colors are, if I have them written down. I don't. But to guess, I would say this is in the pumpkin range, but don't be afraid to put it with Calypso. This is probably wild wheat, but don't be afraid to put it with curry. This is old olive, mossy meadow, something with a little bit of a yellow base and a green. And this is probably Cajun. But again, don't limit yourself. Close counts. It's all beautiful. With this range of color, these are going to look beautiful with any of these, and as well as other projects. And then there's kind of a fun little item. These are little gold fabric leaves. They're called woven golden leaves. They're all part of this coordinated suite. I can just see tucking a little bit of that underneath the sentiment just to give it a little pizzazz. I'm going to keep going into kind of now a transition into fall, winter. And I don't have all of these. I just have some snippets of this, but I wanted to show it to you because I shared with someone else. But this is from the Nests of Nature Designer Series paper. And I have to check. And it's the Nests of Wonder Suite. So I have the paper. You can see just cute, very bird-friendly, lovely options. You can see, get a nice idea. So we've got small as well as really I think, great product images for the birds. And you get a good idea of that. And I always, you probably have seen on my blog how much linen thread I use. This is copper clay, night of navy, and garden green. But again, close counts. So if you use a color that's similar or close, it's going to look amazing. And then finally, there are these little coordinating dots. They're more specifically called Earth Tones Shimmer Gems. This is more of kind of a vanilla, more of a garden green. This is probably kind of a frosty crumb cake, or maybe even would work with our basic beige. And then this, again, can work with a number of things. I'm guessing they're shooting for copper clay in sort of a frosted version. I would certainly throw it with petal pink or, let's see, Calypso coral. And then I want to show you, oh, and I wanted to mention that the last one that I showed you, I think transitions for both winter as well as fall. I mean, think about these colors real quick. I mean, even though it's considered a winter sweet, and it definitely can be, I think it's great for fall. So here's another set of products. I didn't get the bundle, but it is from the, and I'm gonna look really quick, the Regal Winter Suite. This is the Regal Winter Designer Series paper. Again, I am just a huge fan of starting out with the paper and then transitioning and just making my decision on the bundle. It's not really transitioning, but making my decision on the bundle. I love our Designer Series paper. And I mean, is that just rich for winter or for fall? I mean, I think these colors could work for fall as well. I mean, rich, 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 rich. This last one is one of my favorites. And then, of course, we've got the back side of all of these, which are real simple, almost kind of watercolory feeling and coordination. So it looks great with the other side, or just to use on your own. I mean, I think this is stunning. It's one of my favorite papers in the catalog. I love seeing traditional winter and nostalgia and vintage, but I like that this is a little change up for us. And then it just gets better. There's this gorgeous Blackberry Bliss ribbon. It's got the gold on the sides, like I showed you before with the previous suite, but it's, again, really nice, great for gift giving. You can certainly add it to a card. And then there's coordinating bling. I love a little bit of bling. These are called the Regal Foiled Adhesive Backed Dots. Really cool. Really, really cool, really, really pretty. Then I'm going to transition into some of the bundles very quickly. This is what was the showcase on the front cover. It's the Humble Home Bundle. This is the Home Builder Punch. It's got a little heart. That could be a little door, I assume. I'm getting familiar with these, but a great little house that feels modern and new. And then the Humble Home stamp set with lots of sentiments. Again, it doesn't have to be just Christmas. You could dress it up for fall. You could dress it up for spring or Easter. And you could also make it a welcome. You know, absolutely a welcome or your new home. That kind of vibe. The One of a Kind bundle, I love it. And I knew I wanted it right away because two things. First of all, I love having at least some cards that I can just make winter, just make snowflakes. I can make as many snowflakes as I want. I don't need 20 snowflakes dies. This one just has this one and the inside one. The other magical thing that does is it brings down the price point for both the stamp set as well as the snowflake to $27.75. I think that's a really good value. And then this sentiment, obviously this stamp works with that die, and you've got a few extras, but really cute. You are a one-of-a-kind, wonderful friend, which really plays well on the name of the stamp set. You've got a to and from for holiday gift giving. You got a cute little swirl. I would definitely put this high on your list. It's budget friendly and super, super usable. I have another one for fall. That I at first kind of looked over, and then I went back to it and I said, no, I really want that one for fall. I love making fall cards. But I'm also a huge fan of anything that has a sentiment in the dies. So I'm trying to read these backwards. I think that's cocoa, pumpkin, apple, hot, season. Nothing's better than, cute. For example, nothing's better than hot chocolate. And this is spice. So you've got those great dies. You've got the little donut to coordinate it with this donut. I mean, all kinds of fall sweets, including your pumpkin lattes and beyond. But oodles of options for fall. I like that it's kind of modern and feels on trend to me. These guys are all from a suite called, I'm looking for the name. Oh, Reindeer Day Suite. I don't have the bundle yet. Like I said, I often get some of the pieces, play with it. These are things that I really wanted to get right out of the gate. Oop, that doesn't belong. This is a red and white baker's twine. I think it's actually real red, to be exact. I use a lot of baker's twine. So again, that was immediately on my list, and I can use it with lots of the DSP that has a red, either real red or cherry cobbler. And then it has these adorable real red and white adhesive back peppermints in multiple sizes. I mean, really, that's just so cute. And then last but not least, I got to give a shout out to this great big plaid embossing folder, 3D embossing folder. Love the texture. I love that I can put a full card this way, or I can do a large panel. I think that makes a really good look to do the front and the back of at least a horizontal card. Could look really, really amazing. So again, great piece for creating texture. I've got this stamp set I couldn't wait to get. These coordinate with the Stampin' Up 2 3/8 circle punch. So that's kind of a nice thing to work with some things that many of us already have. The punch is available as an online exclusive. The font, that was just calling to me. I love a little bit of a modern vibe. And in the middle here, you can tuck this little dog or the little tea kettle. That's how it's designed to be made. Just a little bit of building of the stamps. Still really simple. Pop it out with a circle punch and you are pretty good to go. Oh, I forgot to add these. These are, I think they're part of that little peppermint suite, but this is a little book treat box. Can you see how it is? And then this slides out for your treats. I'm guessing you could do any number of treats, but I'm immediately thinking of, you know, those little Hershey's, what is the name of those? You guys can share a comment and remind me what those are called. The little flat Hershey guys. I've done those a million times. The other really cool thing I like about these, oh my gosh, I loved it. It was so easy to assemble. There's two pieces and they have adhesive. So you have the adhesive right out of the gate for these two pieces. And then this is the topper that just folds. You've got all the creases made, bends over, and then there's adhesive right where you need it to keep everything in place. It was so quick, so easy, and no futzing with trying to add the adhesive. You can just throw them together quickly, which I know many of us try to do with things like treat boxes. Then I want to show you, this is paper that I had to have. I think it's called Take a Bow or Take a Bow. It is part of a suite where you can make, actually make bows with this, but this to me is super card friendly paper. The patterns are small, adorable, modern, clean. Here's the back side. All very, very card and tag friendly. That is so easy for me to work with, and I'm sure you would feel the same. And then one of the sleeper products that is kind of hard to find at first in the catalog is this beautiful glimmer paper. I think this is, I'm going to double check the colors. This is the Festive Shimmer Paper. It's Cherry Cobbler, Granny Apple, and Garden Green. And you've heard me say some of those colors with some of the other designer series paper and sweets. So you can be sure this will coordinate with them as well. But I personally totally am vibing on these, working with it. Again, you don't have to have exact colors, but you can see how all these are gonna look amazing with those glimmer sheets. Beautiful little stripes, little blocks of color, pretty amazing. And last but not least, I want to give a quick plug for, this is an online exclusive. This is not in the catalog, but it is in the online exclusives for Halloween. So when you see the catalog and you feel like, where's the Halloween? First of all, there's a really cool haunted house kit, 3D haunted house kit. Gonna be super popular. And then we've got these potions and spells, this particular bundle with the cute little cauldron and the bubbles and the bird and the toil and trouble. I think everybody wanted this for the kitty, but I think it's cute how they added in the birds. And then you can see on the die set that there are all these coordinating dies to go with. I love this one because it's kind of what can drip down the side of the cauldron. Really, really cute, really fun. Not in the catalog, but that doesn't mean we don't have holiday Halloween options. So I can't wait to start working with this one as well. So I hope you feel you got a little snapshot of at least what I think will originally be the top choices. I thank you for joining me today in my studio for a little longer version today than my 1 minute to wows. But I thought you might like to see what I'm enjoying, and I hope you enjoy the new catalog. Again, details for how to get a catalog will be in the description. Please like this video, share this video. If you leave me a comment, I will reply to each and every one. So thank you again. Bye-bye.